Alright, so we return with more Raiders sports action on the Rush Radio Network between the South Fort Myers Wolfpack and the Riverdale Raiders. South Fort Myers currently in the lead by a 21-13 score as we head into your third quarter and second half of play. It's going to be the Raiders receiving the ball first to start off your second half of play. South Fort Myers kicks the ball as they move from right to left across your computer screen. Raiders from left to right as that ball goes out of play at around the 40-yard line.
That's what I was looking at too. I saw this massive ponytail go swinging by.
All right, so
Yeah, South and
we are ready to go here in your second half of play once again.
Yeah, off the soccer team.
And we will remind you about the uniforms here. South Fort Myers wearing their white pants, road white jerseys, dark blue numbers on the front and back, and black helmets with the Wolfpack logo on both sides. For Riverdale, they're wearing their home garnet red uniforms, white numbers on the front and back, white pants, and gold helmets. So that's a little bit of a reminder of your uniforms here that the two players are wearing. And number 12 is on the carry, and he just took a crazy hit from number 8 on the South Fort Myers defense. Yeah, that was a big hit coming from Jones on the defense. Meanwhile, number 12 for Riverdale was on the carry, swinging out to his right side, took the big hit. And that's going to make it second down. Ball spotted at the 36. Ulmer in the shotgun. Man to his left. Ulmer sets up at the 30. Dashing out to his left side. Moves forward. Makes the pass finally to the 40. 45-50. Stopped just short of the 45-yard line. And Brett Abrams is going to be credited with the catch for the first down, Riverdale. Ball on the 47.
I'm ready when you are, Mr. Referee. No? Oh, run it.
All right, Raiders now in enemy territory. Ulmer out to the right side. Fires! And did he make the catch? No, he did not. Incomplete. Well, that was a very dangerous play. You saw number 6, Jashawn Jones on the South Fort Myers defense, sprawling out to his left side, trying to at least block that ball away from the intended receiver, but it didn't matter. The intended receiver was on the ground, and the pass came up short. It's now 2nd and 10 for Riverdale on their opening offensive drive in your second half of play. Ulmer giving that handoff. It's a fake. He stopped at the 50. Now 3rd down. Well, I said it earlier, but I'll say it again. Daniel Ulmer, a unique feature about him is that he is a runner. Each and every home game, you can find him running the ball on multiple occasions. And we've seen him with some impressive gains thus far here in this contest. 10:25 left in the third quarter. Just getting things started after halftime. Here's Ulmer drawing all the way back to the 40. Throws it away in desperation. Incomplete pass, and it's a 3-and-out for the Riverdale Raiders offensive line. And that time, Ulmer, he was just being targeted there by the South Fort Myers defense, and that's a big quality about him tonight is they know how to pressure Ulmer. He's able to throw it away that time out to his left side. Ball will be punted away. It's going to be Quintella back for the kick. Man in motion from left to right. Number 10 was the man on the move. Kicks it over to 30. There was a return man, and he's going to be yanked down. And South Fort Myers will take things out from their own 30-yard line. And Connor Johnston came up with the tackle. And now South Fort Myers, after forcing the 3-and-out on the Raiders offense, the Wolfpack will come out on the offense with an 8-point advantage coming out of halftime. Boy, it's been an interesting game in the first half. And first quarter, both teams came up with a touchdown. Here's a handoff for a short gain and a flag on the play. Carry came from Riley Ware. That's your first flag of the second half.
This is why it's hard not to call. You're supposed to call before you pick the flag up. Let's see.
And now there's some more stoppage of the play going on. It's a holding on the offense of South Fort Myers.
You get.
Okay, so the Raider defense can't complain with that. That'll back up the ball to the 19-yard line. And the territory of South Fort Myers. First and long for South. Morris is going to give the handoff to Ware again for his second rush, but that time he was brought down somewhere near the line of scrimmage. And Jesse Pryor will be credited with the tackle for the Riverdale defense.
He's at the 15. Yep. Well, gotta get to the 41.
This was a big issue for South back in the second quarter. We saw them have a lot of difficulty taking the ball out of their own zone, and there's a big hit, which will make it third down for the South offense. Now winding down past 9 minutes. And quarter number 3. Well, like I mentioned, let's have a little bit of a scoring recap here. And the first quarter, both teams are credited with a touchdown. South Fort Myers picked up 2 more in the second. And Riverdale picked up 1. Anyhow, their extra point did fail, which describes 13 points on the board. Now we have a flag on the play. And now you have that false start on the offense. We've seen it all night thus far. South Fort Myers, they've had a real problem with the false start calls. And that can really eat up your offense throughout the game. That would give them a loss of 5. Ball short of the 10. Morris, the quarterback, gives the handoff to number 3, winding out to his right side. He's brought down at the 20-yard line, off to the near sideline. And there's another 3 and out, that time going against South Fort Myers in their offense. And the Wolfpack with their backs to the end zone. They're going to punt the ball away. Kicker is awaiting the snap at the 5. Receives the ball, kicks it forward. That's a nice line drive. A little low-lying anyhow as it hops his way past the 45, the 40. And it's going to be scooped up, play a stop from there. With 7:31, it's been a very fast-paced start to your second half of play.
Guys, flag football field. Let's go.
Raiders start with a 3 and out, and so will South Fort Myers. So the Raiders coming out, starting the offensive drive around their 40, just short of the 39. There's a man behind Ulmer here in the shotgun. Ulmer with the snap and the handoff. It's number 20 on the rush. Trying to fight his way past defenseman. He's pulled out. And that's going to be Keenan Walker coming up with the big carry. There's about 2 yards to go to the first down marker, just about. And it's second down for the Raiders. Walker is behind Ulmer again. gives the handoff to Walker for his second carry. And what happened there? It's a fumble, and it's recovered by South Fort Myers. Oh, that was a crazy play. It was another handoff to Keenan Walker. Took the hit, and the ball somehow came loose. Recovered by South Fort Myers up against their own sidelines. Raiders down by 8. It's a 21-13 score here. Minutes into your third quarter. Here's number 14, Morris with the carry. Ball carrier gets across the 40-yard line. That'll make it second down for South Fort Myers. Gain of about 2. It's another shotgun play here. Hand off to number 4. Winding out to his right side. He's going to take a big hit from a Raider lineman. Another short gain, and it's a third down for South Fort Myers. Ball on the 37 for South. Trying to convert here on third down. Winding their way into attacking territory. Hand off. And he's going to be hit right upon contact of the ball. That's number 4 on the carry. Across the 40-yard line he made it, but he was caught in a big scramble. And that's going to make it fourth down for South Fort Myers. So both teams having a little bit of difficulty moving the ball down the field here. It's going to be punted away. 5:30 left in your third. Punter awaits to snap at the 50. Here's your kick. High, approaching the end zone across the 10-5, and it's held down at the 1. Number 55 from the Wolfpack, he was able to get a hold of that ball and just keep it into play at the 1-yard line.
Playing that field position game right there.
And now Riverdale is going to have to work it from way out. Their backs to their own end zone. So now we'll have another stop to play, and we will take another stoppage ourselves right here on the Rush Radio Network. We head back into Friday night high school football. 5:13 left in your third. South Fort Myers leads over Riverdale by a 21-13 score. Raiders start the offensive drive at their own 1-yard line. Now we saw what may have been an offsides call. There's no flag anyhow. And there's a handoff down the middle for Riverdale. And it's Cole Schneider coming up with the rush for Riverdale. Picks up about 5 on the play. At around the 8-yard line, the ball is spotted. All right, Ulmer in the eye. And he's going to be pushed forward here off the keeper across the 10. That will make it third down with another short gainage. And that's how it's been for both of these teams. They've mainly been trying to work with small yard gainage at a time. Riverdale in a little bit of a panic anyhow. Third down. 1 yard to go for the first down anyhow. A simple handoff can do the trick. We're seeing some movement on the defense. And Schneider gets across to the 15. That's enough to the first down. Now, Cole Schneider, this is a big kid they have in the running back position. Really strong kid that knows how to work his way in between defensemen, and that's the reason they put him in as the running back in this game. He knows how to work his way around defensemen, and he's been doing exactly that all game. Ulmer this time's in shotgun. Goes for the fake handoff, and he breaks loose down the middle, and he's stopped at around the 34-yard line. And we talked about just a little bit earlier in the broadcast of how Ulmer can break off those large carries with the quarterback keeper.
Run it, run it, run it, run it, run it.
Now that time, he was able to just break loose in between defensemen and the line of scrimmage and just rolled right down the middle where he's brought down at the 34. Ulmer's in the shotgun again. Let's see what he's going for here. Goes to Keenan Walker for the handoff, rolling out up against near sideline, stopped around the 40. 3:18 and rolling off your third quarter clock. I don't know how it is for you listeners, but to me it's been a very speedy game. The first half rolled along very well. Ulmer back, takes the snap at the 35, fires, finds a man open. That's number 9, Jacob Tracy. Coming up with the catch at around the 45-yard line to the far side, able to sprawl out and make the catch as he was losing his balance there.
What do you think it is?
Probably less 7 on the line.
And that's a big key for Riverdale today, is to just pay attention to, well, not pay attention, but target Jacob Tracy here. And there's a Riverdale first down. There was a flag on the play originally, but it was waved off. And we will resume action with no problems.
First down's a throw me on.
Ball laid at the 47.
First and 10, ball sits on the 47.
Ulmer back in the shotgun, man to his left. Fakes the handoff again. That's been a big thing for him here in the game, and he'll actually lose about a yard on the play.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Nice pass forward.
Well, Jacob Tracy, he is a 6'4" wide receiver. I've said it in previous games as well, but what's good for him is that he can just easily get his arms over the defenseman. He's a huge guy, and that was a huge hit. And, well, that was a sack on Ulmer, rolling out to his right side. Sacked it along the 30.
You got 5 yards. That's enough. You got 5 yards.
And that's a big loss for Ulmer and the Raiders' offensive line. But yeah, he's a big guy, Jacob Tracy, able to get over his defenseman to make the catch. You've seen it in previous games. He could just get those arms over his defenseman on the play. And that's what makes him such a big target for Ulmer on the offensive line. The snap at the 30. Fires down the middle. Finds a man open across the 45-50. He is rolling after he was uprooted on the play. And Brett Abrams maybe coming up with a catch. Yes, it was. Brett Abrams. Now, I said that in the last game as well. I know for sure. Usually up here, I don't know if it's the Raider jerseys or my position up here in the booth or what, but I have a little bit of difficulty reading 8 and 9.
Who's 8?
That is Brett Abrams, number 8, coming up with that catch. And there's the snap, the kick. It's a punt for Riverdale. It's 4th down. Caught off the flight around the 15, 20, 25, zigging off to the left side. He's going to get some yardage at the 35. He's rolled out to play up against the Riverdale sidelines, and now another flag is on the play. Number 12 from South Fort Myers, Andre Polk, took a big hit. Took a few seconds for him to get up, but he's okay. And a line change coming in for South Fort Myers off of a crazy return from the ball carrier. personal foul on Riverdale is going to be called now with 33.8 frozen on your clock. There was a late hit on the play where the flag was rung up. That's going to bring the ball all the way into the attacking end for South Fort Myers at the 44. .46. Whoops. There's the snap. Goes to the right side, off of the screen, incomplete.
And then on the hands of Christopher Tom.
Incomplete. 2nd and 10. All right, now 29.9 to work with here on the third quarter. (21-13) is still your score. South Fort Myers trying to bring it down the field, do whatever they can to extend this lead, of course. All right, now the play clock rolling down to 2 seconds, and the timeout's going to be called here from South Fort Myers. So they'll spend their first of 3 timeouts here in the second half. And now they have some time to work here and determine what to do in the next 29.2 seconds and the third. So we'll have this timeout. We'll take one too. You are listening to High School Sports on the Rush Radio Network. We are back with high school football. 21-13. South Fort Myers leads over the Riverdale Raiders. Shotgun snap as South Fort Myers gets back on the offense off of a second down. Reception complete. Brought just short of the first down marker. And Johnson's going to be credited with the catch for South Fort Myers. Clock now rolls down to 10 seconds. And running. And from the looks of it, South Fort Myers is going to run it out. That's the end of your third quarter of play. South Fort Myers still regains their lead in a quick third quarter, leading over the Riverdale Raiders, 21-13. We'll come back with your fourth quarter of play in just a moment on the Rush Radio Network. Can the Raiders get back into the swing of things? We will figure out right after this. We head into your fourth and final quarter of the ballgame. 12 minutes to go, 21-13. South Fort Myers in the lead over Riverdale. South Fort Myers in control of the ball here in enemy territory as they now move from left to right across your computer screen. Raiders from right to left. Handoff from the shotgun, and it's brought just short of the 35-yard line. He had a few players late to get up on the play.
Kill it. Why? Because they just want to see if we want the first down.
And there was a few moments there, a little bit of a stoppage to determine, was that enough of a gain for a first down? And it will be. Ball now brought to the 36 for South Fort Myers. At the Riverdale end. All right, so here we go. Ball at the 36. South Fort Myers. Now there's a timeout being called here. And both teams are going to head to the sidelines. That's another timeout coming from South Fort Myers. That's their second of 3 here. And the second half of play. So it's been one interesting game here as we are now in the fourth quarter, 11:17 to go on the clock. South Fort Myers in the second, obviously they had that advantage and they brought some momentum into play with 2 touchdowns. Riverdale brought in 1 in the second quarter of play to end things. And we had a scoreless third once again. 21-13 is your score as we roll on. And of course, the disadvantage for Riverdale is only 8 points, so anything can happen at this point. Don't give up just yet. South Fort Myers hoping to extend their 8-point advantage at the 36. Shotgun formation. And they hand off to number 5 in the back to the 35-yard line for a gain of about 3 on the play. And it's now second down. Now past 11 minutes to go. And your fourth and final quarter of play. Well, it was a nice crowd on hand here tonight. Another successful game at Riverdale High School. After tonight, it's hard to believe that we only have 2 more games here on the regular season schedule, which we discussed plenty of times in the first half, and this should be an offsides call going against the Riverdale defense. And that is going to be the case. It was a flinch by a defenseman. That's going to cost him some good yardage for South Fort Myers. They now have the ball at the 29. As South Fort Myers now breaks the huddle. Here's the shotgun. That was a very late snap. They barely beat out the play clock, and the intended receiver was number 8, Willie Johnson. That was a screen pass from the quarterback. Off to his right side, tried to find Johnson. Couldn't grasp onto the ball anyhow. He met it with his hands. Looks like we may have a different player in the quarterback position for South Fort Myers, perhaps. It's number 3 giving a handoff that should maybe be enough for the first down, and it is just short.
Very little gain on the play. 4th and 2.
Come on, guys. There's something here. Something we can do. Come on.
So let's take a look at what South Fort Myers is going to choose to do on 4th down. They are so close to the marker.
Come on.
And it's going to be another shotgun play. A 4th down conversion for South. Number 3 with the handoff. And he sneaks by for the first down. For South Fort Myers in the quarterback position, it's number 3, Keyshawn Murray.
That almost went bad, didn't it? Almost had a cheerleader crash.
Clock now rolling to 9:10. And it proceeds to run in your final quarter. Shotgun snap, fires down to the corner. It is caught. Touchdown, South Fort Myers. They're making this out of reach. Wow, that pass, it could have came from, it could have happened in so many different ways. There was a fire of a pass. Had some nice airtime down the far side. It was just a battle between wide receiver and the defenseman right into the arms of the receiver. Past 9 minutes to go. The kick from Casey Wynn is good. Your score is now 28-13 with exactly 9 minutes left in the game. So things are getting a little out of reach for Riverdale. Like I said, nothing is done just yet, of course. But if they want to get back into the swing of things, the time is now. So they'll see what they can do. We'll pause for just a moment, come back with more Riverdale football on The Rush Radio Network. South Fort Myers ready for the kickoff. After a touchdown, they now lead 28-13. 9 total minutes left on the clock. This is a very narrow kick. It's bobbled at around the 35-yard line up in front of the South Fort Myers sidelines. It's going to be recovered by Riverdale. Let's see here. Well, that play happened off to the opposite end of my view in front of the South Fort Myers sidelines. It was Jaquez Dickerson trying to come up and make the catch off the line drive. Bobbled the ball, and they will recover it. Very thankfully, so out comes the Riverdale offense. Ball on their own side of the field at the 35. Ulmer is back in the gun. Makes the snap. Looking ahead. Defenseman's going to beat him out and put him down at the 25-yard line. That's number 67. Just crushes him out there. Now, that has been a little bit of an issue for the Riverdale offensive line. The offensive line for Riverdale, they've just been having some issues giving Ulmer some time to look for his receiver. It's happened on multiple occasions. We've just seen those defensive linemen break through, and Ulmer just doesn't have enough time to react. There it is again, but he's able to release the ball this time, firing out to his left side in front of the Raider benches, incomplete. Raiders offensive line looking for a sign here from the sidelines. That was Dillian Biddix coming up with the intended receiver for that previous play that was incomplete from Ulmer. Ulmer sets up, and that play is going to be blown dead right off the snap. And that's going to be a false start going against Riverdale. Now they're starting to let the pressure get to them, and they're starting to come up with these penalties. And we've seen false starts all game. We've seen quite a few from South Fort Myers. Clocked at 8:23. Ulmer has the ball, firing. Does he have a man open? It's too far ahead, incomplete. To Jacob Tracy. It was overthrown. And in that race, you had the defenseman overcoming Tracy there. So the Raiders are in a really tough spot right here. It's 4th down now for the Raiders. They'll punt it away. High line drive. Cough to flight to 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. There he goes. Is he going to make it in? He does. Wait a minute. It is not going to be a touchdown here. Officials did not give that signal. It's not a touchdown, but not sure if he was pushed out of the play. He was fighting his way into the end zone, and it looked like he bobbled the ball there. He may be spotted loose. Right now, the officials are going to get together and talk this one out, see what they can do about it. We've seen a lot of speed from South Fort Myers in this game. Personal foul is going to be given against South Fort Myers. And the RH fans like that. So the Wolfpack are going to take the ball at the 29. 1st and 10 for the Pack 8:05 left on the clock. 28-13, South Fort Myers is controlling. With another touchdown, they can really make things out of reach for Riverdale. Here's the shotgun. That may be Morris back in the quarterback position, and it is again. Incomplete pass off to the far left side. Very short and narrow pass. And it will roll its way out of play. Second down for South Fort Myers. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 29. Morris going downfield. It's caught. Touchdown. South Fort Myers. And coming up there was number 16, Brandon Lewis, with the nice bang-bang play down the far side. Has been a big talent for the South Fort Myers offense as well in this ball game. They've been able to just beat out their defensemen, and then they can just make it like a simple pitch and catch type of thing. And we saw it right exactly there with Brandon Lewis. 34-13 your score. Casey Wynn is going to come back out. She's been kicking extra points all throughout the nights. She hasn't missed one just yet. And she really does have a leg behind her. She has the distance on this, and it's good. It barely keeps its way inside the left upright, and it's now 35-13, 7:58 left in the fourth. Well, Riverdale doing whatever they can to just decrease the damage, stop the bleeding, whatever you may want to say. Do whatever they can to just up their score at this point. 35-13. And South Fort Myers comes out right away with the kicking unit. At first, it looked back and forth, but ever since the second quarter, it's just been all South Fort Myers. Good combination of offense and defense. Casey Wynn is back to kick. Wynn is in motion, sends it high. Up against the sidelines. And the man trying to return that ball, he fell to the ground. And Riverdale will recover that ball as well. That's another thing. The past couple of kicks from South Fort Myers, they've been having some difficulty holding on to that ball.
That's what he was saying.
All right, so this time it's going to be Riverdale taking the ball from their own 30. Ulmer's set. Goes for the fake handoff. That's been one of his signature moves tonight. Moves down forward to the middle for a very short gain. It's now 2nd down. So this game is starting to wind down. And with a loss, Riverdale's playoff hopes come to an end with the loss of South Fort Myers tonight. Ulmer's ready as he prepares from the 25. Fires over to Tracy on the reception as he's pulled out a play at around the 35. Stops time at 7:17. So it really is upsetting to see the playoff hopes come to an end if Riverdale cannot get back into this game. The time is really becoming a factor anyhow. But I'm not one to question comebacks. We've seen it happen before. Ulmer rolling out to the left, going open. It's bobbled, batted in the air, and picked off by number 6. He is strutting his way down the field. This guy is a beast. He's at the 45. What a crazy interception return from Deshaun Jones. Stopped at the 45 on the Raiders' end of the field. It was batted up in the air, and Jones is right there for it to pick off around the 40. He's just jogging his way down the field like it's nothing. Well, it's been the Wolfpack putting on a show here. Well, at least we have the marching band keeping things a little upbeat. You have to give them some credit. Playing some nice jams throughout the game. And things are indeed upbeat here at Riverdale despite this big disadvantage. Here's the handoff. And the play is going to be blown dead right off the snap. That's a 5-yard penalty going against South Fort Myers. And that's going to spot the ball at the 48-yard line. South Fort Myers still in the enemy end.
The freshman, Anthony, will be playing against Fort Myers High School this Thursday. First game, 6 o'clock.
Looks like we have a different quarterback once again. That's going to be number 3, Kayshawn Murray. As that Murray making his way down the field, it is. He races right down the middle, getting stopped at around the 20. That was nice. It was a fake handoff. Just put it right down the middle. Ball's at the 24. 6:40 now running. End the fourth quarter of play. It really has been a fun night to see South Fort Myers play anyhow, and this is going to be a false start on the Wolfpack offense. So if Riverdale can't come up with this victory, it seems like we're going to be seeing South Fort Myers versus Gulf Coast in your district playoffs once the regular season of 2015 is all said and done. Now we're going to have a break. Is that a water break? Okay, so we have the stop for a water break with 6:29 left in the game. 35-13, South Fort Myers. They've been dominating it. They hope to close it out after this. We resume football action. 6:18 and rolling off the clock for South Fort Myers as they slowly make their way downfield. Carry by number 6 from South, Deshaun Jones. And that's now second down for the Wolfpack offense. Nice crowd anyhow. Staying for the end. That's always something I enjoy seeing. There's the snap. Goes for the rush. There's a gain and a scramble for the ball. Short gain now makes it third down. Well, the fans, they've been sticking out this ball game. They've been with the ups and downs with this team. Clock is going to keep on rolling here. South Fort Myers hoping for a first down here. They need to come up with a gain. It's fumbled. Recovered by number 3. He races it. Wow. He's going to the end zone. That's a touchdown, Wolfpack. Number 3, Kayshawn Murray with 4:54. And I have to say, there was so much going on in that play in such a fast moment. It was originally fumbled by Keyshawn Murray, but he's able to scoop it up, travel with the ball down the far side, and into the end zone he goes. 41-13, your score is now. Now South Fort Myers is trying to set up for the PAT. It's a little bit of a stoppage here anyhow. I cannot tell you what this is all about. And that's going to be a penalty against Riverdale? Huh. Okay. Well, that was really something interesting to see. I didn't see a violation there against Riverdale defense, but hey, I'm not going to argue with it. Those officials, they have one of the best views of the game. The kick is up, and it is good. 42-13 now is your score. 4:54 left in regulation. A win for South Fort Myers today will put them at 6-1, fighting for the first place spot with Gulf Coast, now with a 6-win, 2-loss record.
Not over yet until that buzzer goes off. It's not over until that buzzer goes off.
Yep, this game is anything but over. It's a little bit of a stretch, but can't say it's over till it's 0 minutes, 0 seconds. All right. So the Wolfpack are going to set up the ball here.
I just start the clock right now before the kick.
Looks like we have someone different kicking for South Fort Myers, perhaps. It's brought up by number 31. So it's not Casey Wynn delivering the kicks. Also, that number 31 also drilled in the PAT. That number 31 is Jonathan Gonzalez, who is a sophomore for the Wolfpack. So you have Casey Wynn and Jonathan Gonzalez sharing the kicks here in the ball game. And now there's a lot of confusion here. That clock is stopped at 4:53. And now there's still some discussion on what this flag is going to be. The Raiders are coming out. That's going against South Fort Myers. And the Raiders have a nice startage. Did I just say startage? That's not the word. They have some nice yardage to start the offensive drive. Here's Ulmer getting the fake handoff, rolling to the left side, firing down the middle, and it's batted out of play. Intended receiver was Jacob Tracy. He was in double coverage there by the South Fort Myers defense, and it's batted out of the play. So Riverdale, like I mentioned earlier, they just want to get this score up. Do whatever they can to keep this score in control, but the lead seems out at hand. Here's Tracy. Flag on the play. Comes up with the reception at the 45. Races out at the 40. And he nearly ran his way into a coach there. Well, there's a lot of tension going on. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. There are all kinds of crazy tensions going on. You have the coach. He's going nuts at the official. And now you have, oh my goodness, this is absolute nuts. You have a flag going down. These fans are upset. You can hear it in the background. Oh, they're a little frustrated after a not-so-good game, and now you have all kinds of disappointed fans here.
Oh
Well, it's just been wild. I'll tell you that. These fans are getting a little out of control right now. 4:37 is frozen, and now we still have the stoppage going on. And we're going to replay second down as a result of all of this madness. Wow. This is unbelievable. Ball at the 49. Raiders have it in the attacking end. All right, here's Ulmer firing to the left side to Tracy again, and he can't come up with the catch. Fans getting a little bit of that spirit going. And like I said, these fans have been with the team through the ups and downs of the night. You have to give them some credit. These are some football fans right here, folks. All right, so the Raiders' offensive line, they're looking for a call from the sidelines here. But boy, I just can't believe how heated things got. One of the coaches from Riverdale, I believe it was Coach Jones, he was absolutely, oh man, he was just getting all on that umpire. Now I'm getting sports mixed up.
No, it's fine. There's an umpire.
Umpire, okay, yeah.
That's the umpire with the white hat.
Yep, okay, so,
He's a line judge.
yeah. Yeah, you have all the names, head judge. I'm getting them all mixed up at this point. But I did call baseball a lot, where it's always the umpire, so that's probably where I got that from. But anyways, yep, the official was getting a little bit of talk from Coach Jones there. Well, like I said, the band's still keeping things going here. Alright, Raiders coming out from the sidelines. Ball at the 49. Raiders have it going across midfield. Ulmer scoops up the low snap, throws it downfield. Can he get it? It's tipped out of the hands of Jacob Tracy. And number 3 from the South Fort Myers defense, Keyshawn Murray, was able to get in there on the play. 4:15 left on the clock is slowed down this ball game. A lot of flags as well has also contributed to the slowing down in this ball game. Typically, that's what's going to happen when you have a flag-filled football game. The clock tends to stop, and that can really slow down the game. All 4 quarters have been flag-filled, but right now there's just a lot of confusion going on in the field. Now a timeout's called. All right, so 4:15 left, and chaos has ensued here at Carl Engel Field at Riverdale High School. More football on the way right after this on the Rush Radio Network. All right, so we resume with more Raider football. 4:15 left in regulation, 42-13. South Fort Myers in the lead as the Raiders work the ball across midfield. And now the whistle blows again from these officials. Players stay in their spots. There's been plenty of stoppages here in the final minutes of your ball game. Timeouts. A lot of debates going on over flags, you name it. And now here's another stoppage. It has just been absolutely frustrating here in these final minutes for Riverdale. And that's going to be a delay of game against the Raider offense. Fans showing some support for the Raiders here. Only with 13 points on the board, they've been credited with 2 touchdowns tonight. Here's number 9 dashing his way down, sends it across the field to Ulmer. It's picked off at the 40-yard line by number 25 of South Fort Myers. He's going to be tripped up. And that was a very interesting play from Daniel Ulmer. Just handed the ball off over to Jacob Tracy, who was off to the far side. And he fires it over coast to coast all the way to the opposite end of the field. Back to Ulmer. But South Fort Myers defenseman's able to snatch it right up. Ulmer just couldn't get it. All right. 39. Boy, it's been nerve-wracking these final minutes, I'll tell you that. If I'm repeating myself often, that's probably why. So pardon me on that. I'll try to cut down on that a bit. I've been doing that the whole game, whatever. Handoff down the middle for a short gain. Second down for South Fort Myers. Now what they're trying to do, they have this game and they know it, so they just want to keep it simple, throw in the handoffs, do whatever you can to waste some time off that clock. This time it's the shotgun coming. The snap, the handoff from number 6, cruising out to his left side, beats out one defenseman, cruising out towards the sideline, approaching his way towards the first down marker. May have went just wide anyhow of the first down marker. Well, that's going to freeze the clock again with 3:13. Your time from Riverdale. And Fort Myers, Florida, 10 o'clock p.m. We're about 2 hours and a half into action as this game had a 7:30 p.m. kickoff. It's an illegal procedure going against South. And there's also a holding call going against the Wolfpack as well. So the Raiders are going to get a big gain on this penalty, or these penalties, since there were 2 coming out on the play. Ball is going to be set at the 30. Clock now rolling. Now down to underneath 3 minutes of play.
You know, I don't need this kind of pain in my life. I'm already a Dolphins fan.
So this is Morris, the quarterback, giving the handoff down the middle to number 6, and he's going to be uprooted by a Riverdale defenseman. And tonight for South Fort Myers, as we have all noticed, it's just been a trade back between Morris and Keyshawn Murray in that quarterback position. And Keyshawn Murray, he's double the threat because he knows how to run the ball. We saw him very recently here in the 4th quarter, bringing a rushing touchdown. These South Fort Myers players, anyhow, they're just speedy guys, and that's been the big key to winning the ball game. Handoff. Brought up forward by number 6, stopped at the 39. Now past 2 minutes of play, that clock just keeps on running. South Fort Myers, they know they have it, like I mentioned moments ago, but they just want to run out this clock. We get closer and closer to the end. Now down to 95 seconds on the clock. It's going to be a punt for South Fort Myers on 4th down. Ball drops down at the 35. Rolls its way to about the 31, where South Fort Myers will retrieve the ball. And the Raiders are going to head back out onto the offense for what may be the very last time of this contest. 1:15 left on the clock. We have all kinds of entertainment here at the football games. When the game's not going on itself during timeouts, you have the band playing some catchy tunes. You have... That sounded really cheesy, didn't it? You have some backflips being performed by the cheerleaders, so... Yeah, some nice tunes.
Fancy tunes.
Looney Tunes.
You never hear anyone say that anymore. I'm just listening to some tunes.
Okay, John. Fancy tunes.
Yeah, that's a new trend nowadays with the kids. Alright, Ulmer giving the carry, and that ball carry just got absolutely rocked there on the play. That clock will keep on running. Now down to less than 1 minute to go.
I don't know. He's going the opposite way, though.
Is he okay? They said let it run or no?
No, stop it.
Now there's been a stop or something going on with number 11. Yeah, it looks like he may be injured right now. It's number 11 anyhow. He was walking the wrong way.
I can't touch it.
And he was... I don't know, that's usually a sign of a concussion from what I hear, but number 11 for Riverdale, he was just walking the wrong way. They needed a coach to escort him back to the sideline, so let's hope all is good with him. Number 11 for Riverdale is Jared Tracy. Alright, so there's another rush brought down to 27 seconds. Alright, so the Raiders, unfortunately, are going to drop this game as well as their playoff hopes. It's going to be South Fort Myers and Gulf Coast squaring off in the division finals, but we have a few weeks before that happens. But this game is over. Your final score, 42-13, the South Fort Myers defeat the Riverdale Raiders. What a heartbreaker it's been. But either way, South Fort Myers, they advance to a 6-1 record. Riverdale drops low to 3-5 as they remain in their third spot out of the 3-school division, Class 7A District 12. I would just like to say, I really appreciate you for joining me in what has been a very interesting division rival night between South Fort Myers and Riverdale. It was a fun time despite the loss, but thanks for listening in once again, and we hope to see you 2 weeks from now on Friday Night Football when Riverdale is going to be taking on the Westminster... Let me try that again, got a little caught with my words. They're playing Westminster Christians. And then we finish off the season with a game against Lehigh for the Battle of the Bell. But keep in mind, next week we have a bye week, so we'll have your events in order. Next Friday, it's a bye week for Riverdale, no game. We're going to have Westminster Christian come out to Carl Angle Field. That's a school from Miami, so that's definitely a game you don't want to miss. I'll try to find it here on some of my notes. But anyways, it was a fun game. Be sure to join us. We have about 3 more weeks remaining in the regular season. Keep in mind, folks, bye week, Westminster Christian, and then Battle of the Bell. We hope you can join us for those 2 games. But for now, this is Nick Rush signing off, saying thanks for listening to High School Football on the Rush Radio Network. We will see you 2 weeks from now for Riverdale versus Westminster Christian. Good night, everybody.